Okay, hello YouTube. Thank you for joining me once again for another little blog tutorial about the Minor Arcana. The reason why I have arranged the cards in this position is to basically try to give a continuation to the first video, where we basically assigned the king, the ace, number 4 and number 7 to the letter Yod of the Tetragrammaton, Yod, He, Vav, He, and the He to the Queen of Cups, to the 2, the 5, and the 8, and the Vav to basically the Page, the Knight, 3, 6, and 9, and then the last He to the Page and number 10, which are basically a type of transmutive type of relationship. Now, to elaborate on it, and also before we elaborate, I would like to explain why do we do it this way. It is very mundane to just try to memorize descriptions of each one of the letters to try to basically assign a type of meaning to each one of the cards, and therefore try to draw some type of meaning from each one of the descriptions. But if we try to understand in essence what each one of the cards mean and how do they basically represent and are assigned to certain elements or to certain attributes, the knowledge of each one of the cards will certainly be expanded, widely. And so I would like to explain the assignments of each one of the elements and each one of the assignments of the Tetragrammaton with its alchemical symbol. If you can see, I made a drawing right here of fire with the symbol of sulfur on it for the first Yod, and the assignment of the king, and the number 1, number 4, and number 7. The reason why I did that is because from this book, which is The Complete Idiots to Alchemy, which is, you can buy it anywhere. In page 91 of the edition that I have, it says, sulfur is a fiery solar active masculine principle that gives a substance its active properties. It is associated with the sun, with the king, and active energy. And so, much like the Yod, the Tetragrammaton, and the sulfur, this is basically the fire. It basically initiates a certain type of movement. And then I associated the first He and the Vav with the water, or with mercury, in the chemical mercury, because of the following description. Mercury is a watery, lunar, passive, feminine principle that represents a hidden essence, a creative source of life within things. It is usually associated with Moon and the Queen in alchemy. So this one gets its own alchemical element, and these two, the cups and the swords, gives one alchemical element for the two of them. Reason why is because these three right here are very important in alchemy, and they're very important in the symbolism of how things come about. Basically, this is representative, sulfur is representative of the material that is going to be burned. In this case, it would be wood or fat or so on and so forth. This one is actually the fire. This will be the fire that is emanated from the material. And the salt, this one right here, it will be basically the ashes. And in essence, in alchemy, these three attributes are basically, these three elements are basically the one and all of everything. The prima materia basically comes into the black salt and the white salt, and then out of those two it gives forward to these three, and this is how everything really comes about. And so these, for example, the cups and the swords will basically be the fire, the dynamic movement of whatever is transgressing or whatever we are analyzing within ourselves. And then ultimately the last hay we attribute to the pentacles or the coins, which are assigned to the element of salt in alchemy. The reason why is because this is basically what basically transpired, what basically all of these, the material basically got burned, and all that is left is basically the ashes. And so alchemically, this is basically the way it works. I hope this has been of any use to you and of any symbolism. I appreciate you for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.